Hi, my name is Adam Yukonov. I go to Baruch College and I'm with Emet for 4 years now. The first program that I started with Emet was the Forest Hills Fellowship for college students. I was a freshman in college. It was the Poland trip, and you have to go to a series of classes and then go to a Shabbaton in order to qualify for the trip. And it was a great experience because I got to really get introduced to the great program of Emet. I also later on went to Orlando trip. I went to a bunch of other Shabbatons with Rabbi Kegel. I went to another Shabbaton somewhere else in Jersey, and all of them were great experiences. So there's one great program about Emet called JBiz. What it essentially is the J is for Jewish and biz is business. They bring a lot of successful people in business to come and speak at the event, so you get to hear how Judaism and business, you can be successful in both of those fields and how they both connect and intertwine with each other very well. A lot of times these days you see people that are very successful on social media, and you don't really see Jewish people that are successful on social media or around you. You think that it's either you have to be a rabbi or a businessman and choose one world or the other. But in reality, this JBiz program showed me that it's not really the case, especially since we got to see living proof of that through the speakers. I got to see how many people are winners in the spiritual realm and also in the business realm. And not only are they winners in both, but one fuels the other and lets the other one win. One thing that stands out to me about the Emet staff is they don't really try to force anything on you, but Emet lets you find your own way. They're just there to guide you. And one way that they're great at doing that is literally by creating the feeling of family. If I have to put Emet into one word, it would be family.
Hi, my name is Alexandra Aronov. I am studying at Adelphi University currently. I've been with Emet for the past semester in the Step It Up program. The most impactful part of Emet has to be the California trip that I just went on. So when we got there, we had a nice big house in LA. It was 20 of us girls. We were all staying in one house. We would wake up in the morning. We would have breakfast, as you know, our little groups in the houses. We would go to Olami West. It was kind of like their learning center there. We would hear from different rabbis from like 9 o'clock until 12 about different topics like spirituality, relationships, like having a munah, things like that. After that, we would have like lunch in very, very nice kosher spots that the Emet staff would find for us. And then we would have like activities. So it would be like, for example, go-karting one day, or it would be like going on a hike. The fires had just started, so when we flew in, we had no idea. We had gone to a Rebbitzin's house. She had done a beautiful lecture for us. She had like hosted us. Then we went out to eat, and by the time that we got back to the Airbnb, the air was so thick with like smoke. It was insane. They were handing out masks for us. So Sarah Black kind of came to the house. She used to call us our holy Hebra. She used to say, Hebra, you know, everyone pack your bags. We're gonna get in the cars. So we all had to, you know, pack up all of our things. And we had no idea where we were going. She was on the phone and she was like, you know guys, we're gonna drive 2 hours, we're going to San Diego. Do I know where we're staying? No, but don't worry guys, it's gonna be okay. So we end up driving and everyone's exhausted, especially the staff. By the time we got there, it was already almost 1 o'clock. We ended up staying not in one house, but in 3 houses that were connected houses. They were beautiful houses. They were in such a beautiful Jewish community as well. We literally, I think we're a 2-minute walk from the shul. So we spent Shabbat that night, Friday night. We did everything with the rabbi at his house. They hosted us. Then the next day we woke up, we all went to shul. And the weather was amazing, obviously, compared to New York, so it was really great. So for me, the best experience was spending Shabbat there. The fact that I was able to go on this trip and have like a Shabbat where I'm surrounded by 20 different girls that are keeping it with me was just such an amazing experience. Biggest takeaway, I would have to say, the Emet staff and the way that they reacted to it was absolutely inspiring. The way that Sarah had no idea where we were going, and yet she still had so much bitachon, she had so much trust that, like, you know, we're gonna go where we need to go and Hashem will lead us there and it doesn't matter. Emet has impacted my connection to Judaism in so many ways that they definitely refined my knowledge of Judaism. I'm more than comfortable going up to any of the staff, asking them any questions, any confusions that I have. But not only knowledge-wise, but also connecting me with girls that have similar mentality to me, giving me a whole new friend group, thank God. And they've connected me not only to Judaism, but to the people that impact my everyday life now.
Hi, my name is David Aronov. I am currently in Toro College. I am going for accounting, and I have just started the Emet Fellowship this past semester. Each Emet Fellowship class that we had usually would start on Monday night. Rabbis would come with us, you know, they would join us with the Rebbitzins. So as we were in fellowship, Rabbi Yaakov, Rabbi Fuzailov came up to me and a few other guys, and they basically said, if you come to Shacharit, at 9 a.m. at least once a week. They would give us an opportunity to go to Orlando together. So I ended up going to Shacharit. I tried it out one time, a second time. I ended up really liking it myself. Sometimes I even went more than once a week. Some of the guys ended up going 2 times a week, 3 times a week. You know, we have our own shul, so we go through our own pace. Before saying each prayer, the rabbis would break it down on what we're praying for. They would open up our minds and say, think about this that you need in life. During breakfast time, the rabbis would talk to us like, oh, how was your week? You know, how are you doing? How's everything going? Anything that you need, they're always there for you. So the Orlando trip starts off, we all gather together in the airport by the gate. We fly out, we get there. Every day they have something planned for you. So you wake up in the morning, the rabbis wake you up, and they wake you up with such energy. They blast music, you know, they wake up with dancing. We go to a shul around the area. We prayed Shacharit over there as well. We had an amazing breakfast. Every day we had top of the line food. After that we learned. The learning was amazing. You sit down, you talk with a bunch of guys, you get a partner for yourself, you read off a book, and you just connect your everyday life to the book and to the article that they give you. And then after we read about it, we speak about it with our partner one-on-one, with the chavruta they call it. Then we meet up together with the rabbi as a whole group, and it's like 30 guys, so it's a lot of us. We all meet up and we're all like arguing. This person is right, like no, this is amazing, no, this is the right way to do it. And like we were so into the learning with Rabbi Fuzail and Rabbi Yaakov to the point where the guys after an hour were like, no, Rabbi, let's finish this now. We'll do the activity later. And we just stayed for another hour. It's just because the experience that we had and the learning that we had was so interesting. After the Orlando trip, the guys would come up and the rabbis would say, who wants to continue doing Shacharit? And literally almost everybody raised their hand and said, I'm gonna come to Shacharit, I'm gonna pray. Not only because they wanna pray, at the same time they wanna have a relationship with the rabbis. They see that it's a great opportunity for them. So if anyone is considering or is iffy and doesn't know if they should come to Emet, doesn't know if this is the right fit for them, doesn't know if it's a good decision for them to make, I would tell them, come one time, one night, on a Monday night to Emet. Meet one of the rabbis or one of the rebbitzin, meet a few of the guys or girls there, and just stay for one night. Stay for those 2 hours or whatever it is that we're there. Enjoy the dinner, enjoy the class, and I guarantee you, I can promise you that from that night on, you will continue coming and you're gonna love it and you're gonna come back to us and you're gonna thank us just like I'm thanking Emet again.
My name is Naomi Shalom. I go to Adelphi and I've been a part of Emet for 2 years. I got involved with Emet as a child. My siblings went about 20 years ago, and as I was growing up, they were telling me that Emet is a wonderful program, and even my brother-in-law still speaks with Rabbi Gigo. First program that I took with Emet was fellowship. That was just like the beginning of me finding out that I loved Emet. It was an amazing program. That's where we started getting to know the teachers, getting to know like the people that I've never met before. I wanted to continue with Emet because a lot of my friends were going, and I personally loved seeing the new teachers and everything that they had to say. It was always so insightful, and I would always feel myself growing with each conversation that they had with every weekly meeting. If you yourself want to be someone who wants to keep a mitzvah that has the biggest impact on you, they provide you with every resource that you need and even more. And they see the potential in you, and they truly help you grow to exactly what you would never even expect for yourself to become. To me, the special part about Emet would be the community and how close we are, and just meeting new people that you would never think you would meet before, and having the opportunity to introspect on your own life and be given the resources that you need to be the person that you want to become.